So, the Gunstringer, could you tell us a little bit about the inspiration and how you came up with the concept for this game?
Yeah, sure. We always been kicking around an idea for doing a puppeteering game of some kind for a while. Just thought it'd always be fun to, you have to actually control the, your main character in a way that's different from other games in the past, and thought about how we could make it with, other platforms, and never really had a way that made sense until Kinect came out, and then we started talking like, hey, maybe we can finally make that marionette game we've always been talking about. And pretty quickly after that came up with the idea of the main character being this undead, Old West style, marionette gunslinger, and from there it just kind of clicked. It's like, yeah, we have to do it.
And can you tell us a little bit of how you saw the sort of the shooting elements with Kinect, because that's something that people have been joking around that you fire a gun and you make pew pew sounds or something like that.
Sure. I mean, we tried a bunch of different things, because it's interesting because on a controller obviously you can press a button and you shoot or you jump or whatever, and everybody knows that. But for us, for any Kinect game, you kind of have to reinvent the wheel a little bit, because it's a simple mechanic, but you do it all the time, and it's such a core part of the game, and it needs to feel awesome. So we came up with a lot of different prototypes for all of the different things, like jumping, running, side to side, shooting, all of that. And it took a while to finally, rest on the ones that made the most sense. We had a bunch of people come in and play it, and so it just took a while of trying different things, trial and error. And but honestly, it wasn't really that hard. I think what we rested on, what we've come to now, works really, really well.
And is parts of it on rails, or how much freedom does the player have in terms of movement?
So one of the early decisions we made was to put the character on rails when he's moving forward, so that we can keep all of the controls, all the motion stuff focused on, kicking ass, finding your targets, blowing them away, moving side to side. And then we break that up by putting you behind cover every now and then, so then you have to lean out behind cover with your, pulling the strings out. We'll pull the Gunstringer out from cover, and you have to, take out your targets that way. And then we also have some other parts of the game where the camera, it's not in the demo, but what we're planning to do, have parts where the camera pulls out in 2D, and you're actually almost like Donkey Kong. You're running up the side of a mountain, jumping over barrels and stuff, and having to take out people and stuff. So it's pretty interesting, all the different ways we can do that.
And this is one of the first games that's coming out on Xbox Live Arcade with Kinect support. Of course, for you guys, that's a natural fit because you're working a lot with digital downloads.
Sure,
but in terms of the size of the game and what are you looking at?
Yeah, so it's official as of today that it's a Xbox Live Arcade game. It was kind of rumored, I guess, before today, but now it's official. And it's cool. I mean, we're always, hopefully, when people look at our Xbox Live Arcade games, they see that we keep trying to raise the bar a little bit more each time. And this is no exception. This is a huge undertaking to make this game with a brand new, peripheral. And we're in many ways the first kind of hardcore, we're still very casually accessible, but I think the type of game that a lot of core gamers are looking for in the XBLA demographic or whatever. So, we're putting a lot into it. It's a bigger game for us. We're pushing the boundary, I think, even more. And especially when you consider all the live action stuff we do, because, with all of our games, we have fun with grabbing a camera and running out into the backyard, and we just shoot a bunch of stupid stuff and we put it in the game, and it's just for fun. But we're trying to integrate that more into the game this time, where the game is supposed to be a live action stage production, and you actually see full motion video hands come into the play, and they're pushing big rocks at you and stuff. And in the
almost like Monty Python.
Yeah, kind of. It's just having fun with it, but that stuff's a lot of work. So, it's definitely a big production.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. Do you have any preliminary date or time?
All we're saying so far is springtime. Yeah, for the Gunstringer, and it's exclusive to Kinect on Xbox Live Arcade.